From the West Coast, we're coming to you live from the NFL's newest and the world's most expensive stadium. State-of-the-art SoFi here in Inglewood, California. Today, a battle out of the AFC between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. On the Broncos sideline, you get a look at their head coach. His guys looking at a little bit of a must-win already following an 0-2 start. Across the field, head coach of the Chargers, Jim Harbaugh. His guys, on the other hand, have started strong, 2-0 so far this season. Kate Scott and Brock Hewitt on the call with you today. Ball teed up and ready. And here we go from L.A. Here's R.J. Harvey on the return. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. And bringing them out. He was a rookie last season when he took the Broncos to the playoffs for the first time in 9 years. Now a sophomore. It's Bo Nix.
There were times, I'll be honest with you, Kate, that I wish I played baseball. Because you have a bad outing like this QB did last week with no touchdowns, a couple interceptions. In baseball, you get to play the next day. You get to flush it right away. He's had to sit on it all week long, and you know he wants to rectify it here.
And he's going to be out of bounds after it looks like about a yard there. Second down coming up. There's the fake. Here's Nix. As a man, that's Cortland Sutton. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. A look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. First down carry, got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Again, they'll run with Dobbins. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. That goes for a gain of just 1. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
Hey, I know the temptation is there. If I'm thinking it in the booth, I know that play caller is too. That could have been a chance to be aggressive. Not the case. Go get the first down like they did, and a new set of downs to work with.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook is wide open.
They fake the handoff. Now Nix. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on third down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Third and long for him here. He's got it. Complete to Bryant. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. A gain of 15 there. And it's going to be first down Denver.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Brought in by his back, Dobbins. He's out of bounds. Looks like right around the 5-yard line, partner. So they're going to be set up with 1st and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
And he sent a man in motion. Dobbins on 1st and goal. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. Just 1 yard on 1st and goal. Still 4 yards to go on 2nd. Here's another for him. And this time the defense rallies to him. He's stopped for a loss.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you've set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
This opening drive has reached the 5. Can they find 6 now on 3rd and goal? Out of the gun, it's Nix. The pressure's there, and the Chargers got him. And the defense a down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal.
Couple sacks on the opening drive. You better get to fix-it mode in a hurry. And I'm talking about on the sidelines. I'm talking as a quarterback. You've got to solve this pass rush because we know one thing about guys in this league defensively. When they get a couple sacks, they can smell it. And they're going to raise the intensity to another level.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they get 3 on their first series. Hope to build on that in the drives ahead.
If they can keep moving that ball the way they did on the opening drive, he's going to be called upon, I gotta guess, Kate, for more than just field goals. Probably some extra points, too.
Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. Marion Hampton with the return. He dodged the tackle. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. So now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They're led out by the 6th-year pro out of Oregon. Productive his entire career so far. You and I are both big fans of this guy, Justin Herbert.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
Oftentimes, these early exchanges are just a feeling-out process for rushers and blockers. But they can also set the tone for the battles the rest of the game, and that defender, you know, with an early win, he's feeling really good about himself.
On 3rd down, Herbert. He finds Johnston. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers finish off their opening drive.
It's an old adage, but it's a true adage. Speed kills. And gosh, I love that, Kate. Right from the jump, you don't wait to get your playmaker started. Get him the ball early and put a fear of God into this defense.
Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers one up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. The Chargers just about ready. There they go, sending it away. Harvey now to return it. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Denver offense taking the field for their 2nd drive. And this is an interesting game for both they and their rivals across from them, Brock, getting a key division matchup so early in this season. All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10. They run the counter with Dobbins. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Nix from the gun. He's going to keep it this time. And he's brought down after a short gain.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. Throw here, 3rd down. Hits him on the end route. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Hits his running back. And on first down, only gets about a yard here. The defender there to force him out.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just fine.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it'll be third down coming up after this defense's third sack of the game.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Defense gunning for a stop here. It's third down. Here he goes, third and long. Has it downfield, working the left. And he's going to bring this down to their 35. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Quick on the draw here to Dobbins. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Nix holds on to it. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss is really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
On third down, here's Nix. And the Chargers get home, and they drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Hey, look, beyond having to pick yourself off the ground over and over again, all of these sacks in this first quarter have led to so much disruption. Kate, what do offenses look for, especially early? Get myself into rhythm. Get myself into a tempo. What do defenses want to do? Wreck all of that, and that's exactly what this defense is doing.
On 4th down, Broncos going to call on Jeremy Crawshaw here to punt. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. Now elsewhere on the return, there's an injured player in need of some attention, which he will get as trainers head his way. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Carried by Harris here to start the drive. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Herbert now off the play fake. Catch made left side by McConkey. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
1st and 10, give to Harris. Saw the lane, hit it quick, call that a gain of 7. Nicely done.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run in crossing that first down marker.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. Two great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for third down.
Just about every play in an NFL game usually has a protagonist and antagonist, a good and a bad. The good there, the courage of that wide receiver. The bad, just could not haul it in.
Herbert now to throw on third. That one's good to McConkey. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And that's going to give the Chargers a first down. Now an inside handoff to Harris. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. 7-3 is our score. We're back to SoFi right after this. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Charger football. They're advancing it well as they face second down.
Black 80, black. Go.
On the play fake, it's Herbert. This into the hands of Will Dissly. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. They get 22 out of that play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Delta, hut.
Motion, TC.
From the gun, they go with Harris. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Brought down by the first-time All-Pro Nick Bonito.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Herbert from the gun. As a man, it's Tyler Conklin. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down. Harris gets it on the counter. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Brought in. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Oh, fullback's got it. Look at the power. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Chargers now lead by 10. If there's an argument for continuing to rely on the fullback, Brock, it is plays just like that remind us. They're pretty good at barreling in for touchdowns when they're given the chance.
And you know the greatest fullback name ever? Maybe you need to name your son Sam Gash. Because that dude, when I think fullback, I think Sam Gash just gashing people for touchdowns.
Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Chargers drive their lead to 11. The Chargers kicking team out, and they'll send this away. Harvey now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Nicks off the play action. Completed to his running back. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Play action with Nicks. Caught by his fullback behind the line. And he gets back to the line, but no more. The rookie from Clemson in on that stop.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Shotgun snap to Nicks. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
On 3rd and 2, here's Nicks. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
And he found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. They aren't even quite sure what this team is going to settle in as this season, Brock, but already this is an important contest for them that could have postseason implications down the line.
Set. 380.
They'll start with a give to Harris. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. They manage 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
Set. Delta. Set.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the 1st down.
Set. Kappa. Set.
Herbert going to tuck and run. This is ahead for about 5. Last season's Defensive Player of the Year, Pat Surtain, hauling him to the ground.
You know, games that seem a little tougher to get against a front, gosh, this QB just makes routine. Such effortless running to pick up a handful on that designed run.
380.
From the pistol, it's Herbert. Connects on the crosser. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Running behind center with Harris. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Set. 380. Go.
Heads out on the bootleg. Oh, the football's loose! And the Broncos corral it! And they're going to take possession of the football, but they're going to do it deep on their own side of the field.
You know, Kate, that's a stop they're going to use as teaching tape for an entire season. Heck, the offseason. Back pressed against their own end zone, making an impact play no one expected to force a fumble. His effort directly kept points off the scoreboard, and it's that type of effort the coaches want to see from everyone on the field.
Denver set to take the field on offense. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too. So it'll be second and long upcoming on the other side of this 2-minute warning. More football from SoFi in just a moment. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Nix. They're trying to set up the screen. Dobbins. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
They connect on the deep shot. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos making a one-score game before halftime. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Will Lutz now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos cut the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Here's Hampton on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Chargers getting set. First and 10.
Set. 380. Route.
They give to Harris from the gun. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's second and 9.
Set. 380. Route. Kappa. Set.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. That's caught. Keenan Allen. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Set. What is it?
Going right side, Harris with it. And he's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
You know, you call that first down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
From the 40-yard line now, this is first and 10.
Set. Build. Set.
Herbert back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, That's an extra bonus.
Second down now, they need 7.
Black 80, black. Set.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Finds the football outside. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. And Pete Carroll was there. If he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
So now here's 3rd and 5.
Set. Count it.
Back to throw, here's Herbert. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Cameron Dicker out for the Chargers now to attempt this field goal. This will be a 45-yard look from the left hash. Dicker connects there and add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7. So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. A sad day for some, the official final day of summer. Fall begins in the USA tomorrow, so time for one more summer fling, if you will. Our look around the NFL starts now. Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville, the Jaguars at home for a divisional matchup against Houston in the AFC South. And it's Trevor Lawrence. One of his 3 touchdown passes in the ballgame, he also added a rushing touchdown for good measure. From there, let's go to Music City, Nashville, Tennessee. Check in on the Titans as they host the Indianapolis Colts. And this is Tyjae Spears. He's going to take it in, 18 yards away, it's a touchdown. The Titans move to 2-1, they get the victory here. One more to show you. Let's go to Charlotte. It's the Panthers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. And it's last year's 8th overall pick, Michael Penix. He gets this one complete, 6-yard touchdown pass. The Falcons are off to a 3-0 start as they get the victory. And with that, a look at what else is going on around the NFL here in week number 3. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half. As we hand it back over to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. On the return, it's Jalen Reagor. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Chargers and Najee Harris making their return to the field. They're already on a modest little winning streak here, currently in position to stretch it to 3 games as they take the field again. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10.
Set. 380. Ground. Go.
Going to Harris to start the half. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Heward, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Ready.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers that time, a running back in the flat.
On 3rd down, Herbert. That one's nabbed by Allen. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down. All set to go now from the 35.
Set. Ready. Route. Set.
A handoff for Harris, running right. Jukes away from one. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire. Getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
Going to the ground again on first. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So he can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Set. Delta. Set. Set.
Herbert. Snared by his running back. It's Najee Harris. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Simply part of the job description for any running back in today's game. You're out there, you're going to be one of your quarterback's most important safety valves. And you got to be ready for that check down at all times.
380. Route. Set.
They'll throw 3rd and long. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Picks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. It does force a 4th down.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
The Broncos and Cortland Sutton taking the field once again. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10. Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. Caught, nice gain left side. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. Give him 32 on that play. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver. Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. Escapes the defender. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's good for a Broncos 1st down.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
Finds a man. Adam Troutman has it. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver. Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Nix from the gun. And they're going to score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos start the 2nd half with some needed points. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
Extra point try now from Lutz. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Broncos make it 17-all. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's Hampton on the return. This makes it up to the 25. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. It's all squared up again following that touchdown, partner, so some added importance on this series. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Set. 180. 180 hot. Real hot.
They give now to Najee. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2. Well, we've talked about this before, Brock. The thinking's simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop him, and they have yet to do that today.
You know, there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you could feel it emanating from me. And one of them is when you impose your will, and you don't back away from it. If they can't stop it, run it right at them.
Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Delta. Hot. Ready.
A 3rd down run with Harris. Hit behind the line. That ball's loose. Oh, the Broncos get to this one. And they can't add anything after that recovery, partner, but they do take possession of the football.
Hey, I get it, Kate. 3rd down, you're doing all you can to try to stay on the field, but unfortunately, poor ball security loosens his hold on it, and the defense knocks it free. Instead of facing 4th down, even better, that defense is off the field completely.
The Broncos and quarterback Bo Nix gearing up for their next series. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one.
Previous play is under review.
All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. The Chargers lined up in punt formation. He fields this at the 18. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Broncos and Cortland Sutton taking the field once again. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I gotta make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
2nd down and 19 yards to go after that sack.
Hold on a sec.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. You got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing them. So this is going to be 2nd down and long following the holding flag. Throwing here, Nix. Gets it downfield, on target to Sutton. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Finds him on the crossing route. And they limit the damage after the catch, but the catch itself does get them to the opposing 43. A pickup of 17. And that's good for a Broncos first down. Here's Nix to throw. Brought in by his back, Dobbins. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Running for the marker on second. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that draws them in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this 2nd down.
All right, I'm to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again. Find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
So after the sack, quite the situation they find themselves in. Here comes 2nd and 22. Shotgun snap to Nix. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. It's a repeat of the last play. That's going to bring them to 3rd down.
Just an incredible, incredible effort out of him today. And the type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And he's incomplete. He keeps feeding it to his back, but this one, a rare miss. That's going to bring up 4th down.
As a quarterback, you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane, and he couldn't do it on that one.
And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And instead of 3 points, quarter 3 remains tied.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
The Chargers are being led back out on offense by Justin Herbert here. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget.
Set. 380. You're hot. 380. You're hot. Set.
Carried by Harris here to start the drive. And get forward about 5 yards, looks like. It's 2nd down now.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Delta. Set.
Herbert from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
So 1st down from the 41.
Set. Black 80. Black. Set.
Now an inside handoff to Harris. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. We're still tied through 3 here. Neither defense has given an inch in this one. This game remains tied after 3, so we'll decide things right here in the fourth quarter. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
Set. 380. Run. Ready.
Now Herbert to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to give the Chargers a first down.
I know the combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
They'll run here with Amari on Hampton. And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Set. 380. Run. Ready.
Herbert now. Finds him over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3.
Set. 380. Run. Set.
Here's Herbert. Throw is caught. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Set. 380. Run. Set.
They'll run with Hampton. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
Guessing everybody in the huddle and on the sidelines sure wanted a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot, and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal.
Set. Lion. What is it?
Shotgun snap to Herbert. And he's got it. Has a lay out for it, but touchdown. The Chargers take a 4th quarter lead. It's a Keenan Allen touchdown. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Dicker on now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers break that tie and now lead by 7. The Chargers just about ready. And there they go, sending it away. Harvey now to return it. He dodged the tackle. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Denver ready for another offensive possession. Still time to go, Brock, but that touchdown has them down now 7. They've got to find the end zone here. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Now Nix. Got for big yards on the right side. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, You don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Over set. Ready.
Nix. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Now Nix on 3rd down. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
That's what they call staring down the gun barrel. You know as a quarterback, you're about to get absolutely blasted, but you got to deliver an accurate throw just like that.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Heads out on the bootleg. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's 2nd down.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. 2nd and 18 coming up. To throw, here's Nix. And he's in trouble and gets brought down again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down.
Some squads you just see love to do this, Kate, and I've got so much respect for defensive coordinators who late in the game, instead of playing prevent, well, they step up the aggression meter. Back-to-back sacks puts this offense and this quarterback way off schedule.
He'll throw it. He puts some air under it deep down the left. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings up 4th and long.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Takes it in at the 21. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. The Chargers and Najee Harris making their return to the field. And his production is carried over into this 2nd half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they've placed upon him. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Here's Hampton to open the drive. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Set. 380. Go.
Back to Hampton. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of 2 follows up a gain of 1, and now they're left with 3rd and 7.
Set. 380. Delta. Set. Right.
Looking to throw. To the right and pulled in by McConkey. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30.
80. Kappa. Ready.
Shotgun give to Hampton. And that's a key stop defensively, Brock. Gonna need more of those as they trail by a score. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Back to the line they come, second down.
Set. Grenade. Run. Set.
Again, it's Hampton. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game. Defense looking to defend the marker on third down.
Set. Grenade. Run. Set.
Looking to throw. Keeps on moving into the red zone. And the stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock.
Grenade.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
Delta. Set. What is it?
Out of the gun, here's Hampton. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. It's the 2-minute warning here in LA. Chargers leading by 7. Eight yards to go, and let's see how they approach this second down.
Set. Slack 80. Black. Real.
They'll toss it to Hampton. And this will only complicate matters for third down, partner. They're sent backwards. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10.
Set. Delta. Set. Set.
Dive play straight ahead. And he hits a wall, stops at a yard. That's going to bring up 4th down.
This is why it's so important not to overcommit to the team's lead runner. It went to a secondary ball carrier, and they cut him down for a big red zone stop.
That play clock was getting pretty low. Jim Harbaugh calls time. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. A big try coming up here for Cameron Dicker. This will be around a 33-yarder for him. Dicker connects there. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
That kick right there, Kate, it was a crucial one that really just caused their odds of winning this game to jump substantially. Now we've got a 2-score game. It really leaves no room for error for this opposing offense as they prepare to take the field.
The Chargers kicking team out, and they'll send this away. Harvey now to return it. Jukes away from one. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Broncos running their offense out once again. And they can really do what they want with these last couple of snaps afforded to them because the outcome already decided. First call here coming from the shotgun. Nix from the gun. Throwing the out route complete. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run. Looking to throw it. Nix is hit, and he lost that football. And the Chargers think they have it, and they do!
You know, Kate, defenders today are top. Don't just go get the sack. Go get the sack and the fumble. It's become an art form, making that strip sack, and that play was a masterpiece.
Set.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down.
Go.
Here's a design run. So the Chargers come away with the win in this one. And they're continuing to survive among the final remaining unbeaten teams across the NFL, as they're now up to a 3-0 start. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Chargers as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.